everyone. In this video, I'll show you show you how Tableau looks like, the layout of Tableau. So I'm selecting the sample superstore, and this is the desktop version I'm using. I'll keep on in between using or showing you the online version as well. Okay, so let's start. Right on the top, you have your data sources. So for example, right now I have only one file. If let's say if I go and open this one, so you will have two, and whichever file you have selected, those are the dimension and measures or data from that file comes. So I'm going to select on that. So those are your data sources. So for example, the Tableau on its own sort of orders the data together. So this is customer data, order, location, product, and right here is your measures data. So we'll be talking a little bit more in detail in couple of slides about dimension and measures. Or actually, you know what, let's just do it right now. So dimensions are your descriptive attributes of your data, like categorical data, which could be product type, order date, location, things like that. And generally they have ABC simply means it's kind of a text data. The globe symbol means it's a location based data. So all those are called your dimension data. So basically the data which you can slice based on certain condition, things like that. So it's kind of the data which has a hierarchy associated with it. So those are your dimensions. And then your measures data are your continuous data, your quantitative data, which could be your profit, sales, revenue, number of pages in a book, score, so anything like that. So basically, if you can, generally those are the things on which you can apply some sort of aggregate function, sum, average, max, min, standard deviations. Those are your measures. And measures are green color, and you can see the symbol which signifies a measure. That means it's a continuous data kind. The other thing which is a common terminology in Tableau is that when you pick data from here and put it there, it's called a blue pill. So anything coming from here, when you're putting it on your columns or rows, it's called, you say put state blue pill there. So blue pill means dimension. And why do they call it pill? Because it looks like a shape of a pill. And these are all green pill. So put green pill, sales green pills on column. So that's sort of a common language, common terminology, calling them, this is blue pills, these are your green pills. So again, remember, if something on which you can do mathematical functions, those are your measures, and your dimensions are things like state, which you use to show your data. So dimensions and measures. Then you have right here, you have sets and parameters. Sets and parameters are created by us, and sets are like a subset of your data which you might have created by applying a certain condition, like top customers by profit, things like that. So these are your temporary table or filter results you are doing. Like for example, I want to see data of only those students who live in Ashland. So a temporary view of the data you can create. So whatever set you create, they show up right here. Then you have at the and we will be creating some of these things as as our demo progresses, as I'll be doing more and more Viz. Then at the bottom of it you have parameters. So parameters are generally used to make visualizations more dynamic and interactive, and parameter, they sort of act like a variable that changes your hard-coded values based on a user input. And again, as the demo progresses, when you will use them, you will see what they are. Then right here you have pages. Pages are generally a very good tool to use for something like date. Let's see if I can get a date, order date. Oh, what's happening? So right here you can see multiple of data, and then it sort of makes your presentations much more dynamic. And again, I'm just showing you the whole the layout right now. I'm not explaining how to use, when to use this. That will be done when we are creating each individual Viz. Then right here at the bottom you have states, filter. Example of that could be whatever you want to filter your data by. So states, I want all of them. Okay. And then I can say show filter, and it will show up on the right hand side. So those are the filters I can add. Then you have marks, which are called pre-attentive attributes. What are the pre-attentive attributes? If you want to add color, orientation, texture, change the size of something, that's what it is used for. So for example, if I put sales on color like that, and then you can do various kinds of filtering with it, something like that. And again, we'll get to it into more detail when we are using them in Viz. So that's the purpose of your marks right there. Those are the marks. And then where is my number 9? I'm looking at my slides as well. Okay. Then right here on the top are your column shelf. This is where your row shelf, where you put all your pills for creating your visualization. So whatever data we want to use, we put them on columns and rows right there. And as I mentioned earlier, these are called pills: blue pill, green pill. This is your worksheet area. All this is your worksheet going that. And these are sort of your data points on the worksheet, which you can use. Then another very cool, very nice feature in Tableau is called Show Me. So basically the kind of the data you have selected to create visualization, Tableau can show that data or make various recommendations. You can choose them or not, but that might be a nice starting point for you as well, if that's the visualization we just created. But all these other visualizations are also possible based on the two columns, one column, sales and state, which we have selected. Double click it again, the show me goes away. Okay. Then we already talked right here. You have this link for data source. This you can see all the metadata, all the information about the data which we have for the orders, for the data set which we selected. Oops, let me go back to sheet right there. That at the bottom you have your status bar, which shows how many rows by column, total sum of sales. All the information are available on the status bar. Then you have right here you have the sheets. So basically I just created a sheet for one visualization, another sheet for the next visualization, and so on. and this one right here is a dashboard. What is a dashboard? A dashboard, generally when you create multiple worksheets, you put them together here, so you can see all the sheets are visible, which again we'll be creating as the demo, as the class lecture progresses. Those are there. My username, who's using it, I'm using it, and right here all your filters are shown here. So I think that's sort of it. Oh, and of course also there are a lot of other options available on the top as well, to sort your data, to do all those kinds of things. This is your standard view, entire view, fixed width. You can do all your views, you can change it. So for example, if you are playing around with Tableau and you see only your data till your viz only till this point, change it to entire view, and then you will get something like this. Presentation mode, like that. And then you have all those other options, multiple other options available through these links as well, which again we will be using some of them, like analysis, map, and the viz as we create the viz. So that is an introduction of the layout of a Tableau. Let me see if I missed anything. You can click on them and you can rename them. You can add color to them. So this is something, a new feature which is not in Excel. If you have, like for example, in our demos, as we'll be creating sheets, we will have 15-20 sheets. You can group them by colors and stuff if you do want to. So you can of course rename them, and then also add color to it. So those are the things you can do. When you install Tableau, by default, under your My Documents, My Tableau repository is created, which would have all these data files, like the Superstore data files, and that's where most of your work will be stored. So right here is the data file, which is there, and your default Tableau repository with its file. I don't know why do I have so many typos. Okay. Then you can go to tableau.learn, and Tableau believes in you will not file many, you will not find many PDF files or anything on Tableau. They have very good videos to make you to learn Tableau, and there are multiple videos, short videos which are available. These videos are really good, which you can use for anything, any questions you have. So that's sort of the Tableau's way. Rather than giving you PDF or documents, they have these videos available for you for learning, for doing things. Some other resources and stuff. So that completes my introduction to the Tableau. Okay, and let me go back, just show you a little bit more about data source. So this is the data source where you have all the data categories. If you want, you can clean up your data or make some changes if you want to. So this is basically your metadata, information about all the data you have and stuff, and they all have different icons, meaning which associate what kind of column that is, geographical data, date data, string data, or textual text data. Right here, this is your continuous data, so all those information is available from there. Live connection, or you want to extract your data, so those you can do that as well. Live is your connection is live with the data set, or extract is you extract it, and then you start creating your visualization. That's it. Thank you.